Welcome to Hebden Bridge Pumpkin Trail, and here we are, we're doing a special pumpkin trail all about climate change. So the pumpkins are telling a story about the climate emergency, hope, action and prosperity. So here we have tipping points, and this is where the climate kind of tips into the point of no return. So for example, the ice caps, when they melt, they reflect less heat, and if they reflect less heat, it gets warmer, and you guessed it, the ice caps melt even more. Extreme weather events. Climate change can't be attributed to one weather event, but we can say that they're going to increase in magnitude and in frequency. So in Hebden Bridge, we have a lot of flooding, so we would expect to see more of that. The oceans are the biggest carbon sink that we have on the planet, and as they absorb more carbon, they actually become more acidic, which is really bad news for crustaceans. And as they're at the bottom of the food chain, we could have real issues with ecology collapse in the oceans. Habitat loss and animals in danger. So for endangered animals, climate change could be the final blow. So cheetahs, for example, they run in the savannah, and the savannah could easily become deserts. Even cheetahs can't outrun climate change. But there is hope! So the first is climate activism. A young girl, Greta Thunberg, sat on the steps of the Swedish Parliament because she felt that the climate issue was more important than her own education. She was then joined by millions of children all over the world who then formed to join a strike called Fridays for Future. And we also have the COP process, where global leaders come together from all over the world to discuss climate change. And then we have a local inspiration, Jude Walker, who at the age of 11 years old walked all the way to London from Hebden Bridge to petition government on the need for a carbon tax. And then we can take action. So the first series is carbon capture. We can plant trees. We're planting trees all over the world now to capture carbon. Carbon capture, peatland rehabilitation. One of the easiest things we can do to capture carbon is rehabilitate our peatland. Because peatland absorbs so much carbon. What do we have in the UK? We have loads of peat. Hence, we have King Peat, king of carbon capture. Carbon capture industrial. So, unfortunately, we have to go ahead and we have to use carbon, because to make steel, concrete and plastic, carbon is essential. At the moment, that process creates around 30% of the carbon in the world. And so here we can use the process of carbon capture storage, or CCS, where you take the carbon directly from the chimney of the plant and then you put it in the ground or use it for something else. Carbon reduction. This is the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. So, for example, with packaging, reduce it where you can, especially single use. If you can't, reuse it. And then if you can't reuse it, then recycle it. Green choices, renewable energy. One of the easiest things we can do is just switch to a renewable energy provider, just like Frankenstein. Green choice is food. Buying food locally and that is in season is one of the best things we can do, and if you really feel up to it, reducing your meat and your dairy is also a great thing to do. Green choice is transport. At the moment we're in a green revolution in the transport industry, and electric cars are going to be everywhere. This new generation of electric cars are fast and pretty funky. And finally, we have the happy ending, which is prosperity. The world is decarbonising everywhere, whether we like it or not. Those industries and countries that embrace decarbonisation are on the route of economic, social and environmental prosperity, leading to a fairer and more equal world. The success of this pumpkin trail is it's been one where all ages have been able to embrace it, and where some amazing conversations have happened between generations.